Hi everybody, this is Miss Wendy, and I'm going to read you a story today. I've been staying at home, just like everybody else, staying safe, and I hope you and your families are taking some time to do things together at home, staying safe, and we want to make things a little bit more fun for you. So I have a story here that I think you'll enjoy, and it's called Officer Buckle and Gloria. Now, this was one of my son's favorite books when he was a little boy. It was a very special book because it was given to him by my nephew and my sister about the time that my son Jake was maybe 3 or 4 years old. So he always felt that this was a very funny book and one that he liked to have me read over and over again. So I hope you enjoy it too. Once again, here is Officer Buckle and Gloria. Officer Buckle knew more safety tips than anyone else in Knappville. Every time he thought of a new one, he thumbtacked it to his bulletin board. Here is safety tip number 77. Never stand on a swivel chair. Does it look to you like he stood on a swivel chair? See what happens? Officer Buckle shared his safety tips with the students at Knappville School. Nobody ever listened, and sometimes there was snoring. Look at those kids not paying attention. That's not very nice, is it? Afterwards, it was business as usual. Mrs. Topple, the principal, took down the welcome banner. Never stand on a swivel chair, said Officer Buckle, but Mrs. Topple did not hear him. Then one day, Knappville's police department bought a police dog named Gloria. And when it was time for Officer Buckle to give the safety speech at the school, Gloria went along. Look at his cute little dog, off to see the school. Children, this is Gloria, announced Officer Buckle. Gloria obeys my commands. Gloria, sit. And Gloria sat. Officer Buckle gave safety tip number 1. Keep your shoelaces tied. Oh, the children sat up and stared. See what Gloria is doing behind Officer Buckle? Officer Buckle was surprised. He checked to see if Gloria was sitting at attention. She was. He didn't quite know why the kids responded to him that way. Safety tip number 2, said Officer Buckle. Always wipe up spills before someone slips and falls. The children's eyes popped. Why do you think they popped? I think because Gloria is showing what happens when you slip and fall, right? Officer Buckle checked on Gloria again. Good dog, he said. Officer Buckle thought of a safety tip he had discovered that morning. Now you know Officer Buckle doesn't know what Gloria is doing, right? Just watch what Gloria does. Never leave a thumbtack where you might sit on it, he said. And the audience roared. They're all looking at Gloria, right? Officer Buckle grinned. He said the rest of his tips with plenty of expression, and the children clapped their hands and cheered. Some of them laughed until they cried. Officer Buckle was surprised. He had never noticed how funny his safety tips could be. After this safety speech, there wasn't a single accident. Look at Gloria doing all the work back there in the background. The next day, an enormous envelope arrived at the police station, and it was stuffed with thank you letters from the students at Knappville School. Every letter had a drawing of Gloria on it. Officer Buckle thought the drawings showed a lot of imagination. See one right there, says, "Dear Gloria and Officer Buckle, thanks for coming to our school. You are nice. Your friend George." See right there? His favorite letter was written on a star-shaped piece of paper, and it said, "You and Gloria make a good team. Your friend Claire. P.S. I always wear a crash helmet. Safety tip number 7. Officer Buckle was thumbtacking Claire's letter to his bulletin board when the phones started ringing. Grade schools, high schools, and daycare centers were calling about that safety speech. "Officer Buckle," they said, "our students want to hear your safety tips, and please bring along that police dog." Officer Buckle told his safety tips to 313 schools, and everywhere he and Gloria went, the children sat up and listened. After every speech, Officer Buckle took Gloria for an ice cream, and Officer Buckle loved having a buddy. Then one day, a television news team videotaped Officer Buckle in the State College auditorium. All the people in the big auditorium are watching Officer Buckle with Gloria behind him. When he finished safety tip number 96, do not go swimming near electrical storms, the students jumped to their feet and applauded. "Bravo, bravo," they cheered, and Officer Buckle bowed again and again. See, Gloria's performing, and Officer Buckle still doesn't know that's why everyone's clapping. But that night, Officer Buckle watched himself on the 10 o'clock news. You see, Gloria, she knows that he's finally seeing, right? What's going on in the background. The next day, the principal of Knappville School telephoned the police station. "Good morning, Officer Buckle. It's time for our safety speech." Officer Buckle frowned. "I'm not giving any more speeches. Nobody looks at me anyway." "Oh," said Mrs. Topple. "Well, how about Gloria? Can she come?" Someone from the police station gave Gloria a ride to school. Gloria sat on stage looking lonely. Then she fell asleep, and so did the audience. After Gloria left, Knappville School had its biggest accident ever. It started with a puddle of banana pudding. Splat, splatter, sploosh. Everyone slid smack into Mrs. Topple, who screamed and let go of her hammer. The next morning, a pile of letters arrived at the police station, and every letter had a drawing of the accident. Officer Buckle was shocked. At the name of the pile was a note written on a paper star, and Officer Buckle smiled. The note said, "Gloria missed you yesterday. Your friend Claire. P.S. Don't worry, I'm wearing my safety helmet. Safety tip number 7. Gloria gave Officer Buckle a big kiss on the nose, and Officer Buckle gave Gloria a nice pat on the back. Then Officer Buckle thought of his best safety tip yet. Safety tip number 101, always stick with your buddy. The end. So I hope you see what the whole point of our story was, that it's hard to do things alone, that you always need help, that it's important to have a buddy. And also, this book was a lot of fun because we have other safety tips here that Gloria was showing, like never fly kites near power lines, never take other people's medicine, never eat raw hamburger, look both ways before you cross the street, Never give information over the phone to strangers. Check how deep the water is before you dive. Never put anything in your nose. Stay away from cigarettes. Stay away from guns. Never leave a bar of soap where someone might step on it. Never tilt your chair leg back on two legs. Never play with matches. Never play with spray cans. Never take other people's medicine. Never play in the microwave oven. Never eat mayonnaise that's been sitting in the sun. Obey all traffic signs. Never sit too close to the television. Never accept rides from strangers. Never put anything in your ears. Say no to drugs. Wash your hands after you use the toilet. And today we wash our hands all the time. I think we did this one already. So you can see that Gloria and Officer Buckle had lots and lots of safety tips. So that's our story. Again, it was Officer Buckle and Gloria. And I hope you loved this story. It's a beautiful day. I'm looking forward to the time when we can all get back outside. You can see I'm sitting on my porch out here. Oh, there goes one of my cats. And hopefully we'll be able to get outside and get back to school soon. Excuse my foot. Hello, hello. And I look forward to seeing all of you again soon. Take care. Have a happy Easter or whatever holiday you celebrate.